Alright, welcome back to Battle for the Ardennes Quad Simulation Publications Incorporated game from 1978. We are starting the Clervaux scenario. This is going to be turn 1, the morning of December 16th, 1944. In a previous video I did did a brief look at the Clervaux scenario, the initial setup, and the rules here. As a quick summary though, I'm going to look at the special rules again before we begin. First off, game turn 1, German units may not move. German engineers may not build bridges. Anything else they can do. Only one U.S. unit can move. Allied player choice. Turn 2, only U.S. mech, but all German units can move. All U.S. artillery is halved for the first 2 game turns. All German game turn 1 attacks get a 1 column shift to the right in addition to any others. They're on the initiative die roll chart. We'll see that on the CRT. Germans automatically supply for the first 6 game turns. And game turn 9, they'd experience the supply shortages. One of their goals is to exit their mech units off the north edge of the map. No air power due to the bad weather. All bridges over the Our River are blown. 5/60th and 1/16th up here are going to have to exit off on turns 6 and 8, or there's a victory point loss. 5/60th only has 2 units, and they'll get divisional integrity. Festung and penal battalions can't leave the west wall, and the 9th Armored and 28th don't get divisional integrity. So real quick, that is the special rules. So coming across here, mutual supply determination phase is first. All Germans are in supply first to 6 turns. And it looks like the U.S., all their units are in supply. They're pretty much on roads. And they can get to the north map edge. This is flipped down, oriented-wise. North is to the left. No air power. Movement phase. Germans don't need to build improved positions. Battery segment, though. This is where units can be in battery or out. Artillery range is 3, so this one is totally out of range of everything. So I'm going to take him out of battery so he can move up closer. This one can aid in this attack, but when I've done the math, we've got 11, 18, and this guy would only add 3 to 21, and this guy would only add 2 to 23. So comes up short of a 4 to 1. So we're going to put him ready to move. These 2 are going to be used for this attack, so I'm going to leave them alone. It looks like these 2 can be used for this attack. I'm not sure what this guy can do, if anything. So I'm probably going to flip him. And I'll leave him for now to maintain the zones of controls here, even though they're maintained here. Oh, that's a core artillery. Let's see what we got here. Well, don't plan on attacking here, so I'm going to get him ready to move. Alright, so that's battery segment. Mode adjustment means I can go to travel mode. Not going to do this because there's no bridges over the Our River, so wouldn't be able to do much. So that brings us to the combat phase, which, as we figure, the odds are not very good for the Germans here, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. Starting up here, we have 3 to 1. Now there's 2 column shift for the improved position, but The Germans get one column shift on turn 1 and one column shift thanks to the 5/60th divisional integrity. So this is a straight 3-1 in broken. So let's see how this goes. Not a promised thing. We're here, and we're here on the German initiative roll. So let's roll 3-1. Broken. Right there. 2. That's a good roll for them. That's here. 3-1. That is 2 steps. This guy has 2 steps. So he could retreat. That would go away. And he could retreat one more time. Or take a step. You can't, I'd pull up the rules, but this is a Ford hex. The only time you can advance across an unbridged river or a Ford hex is if that was what the attack went across. So because of that limitation, he will maintain his strength and retreat 2 to the road. And now, that's all mech. That's infantry. I believe these guys will go ahead and advance to the Ford hex. And that's as far as they can advance because of that Ford hex limitation. Okay, here we go. A unit may only be advanced across an unbridged river hex side, including Ford hex sides, if it attacks across that hex side and could be moved across that during normal movement, meaning not armor, etc. Mech infantry could have, but the attack was not across the Ford hex side. So that's as far as they can get. So let's move down to this attack. This one is attacking across an unbridged river hex here. So that's going to be halved. And the artillery is going to be halved because it's an improved position. And there's a 2-column shift for the Allies. So let's not hold my breath for this attack. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4-1. 2 shift for the Allies, 1 shift for the Germans, so it goes down to 3-1. And they're in light woods, which isn't too good either. So let's pull up our 3-1 in light woods. Okay, that's right here. That does not look promising. 3. Okay. Well, that's all you need. Well, it's a 1-step loss. So it either dies or it retreats. Well, it's going to retreat. That's a good thing here. And now, this one is mech infantry, so he can advance because they can act like regular infantry. So the good news is they have both sides of this blown bridge, and we have an engineer potentially there to build it back. So we've got positive results so far. Let's come down here to this attack. And again, it's 2 and 3 is 5. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. Not an improved position. That's looking better. Unless he fires over here, which is an improved position, which that's going to be 4, 6. 6 to 2 is 3-1, and it's going to go down to 2-1. Let's see. And he's in light woods. That doesn't look promising. So let's see. So will this artillery make a difference? 5, 1, 2, 3. If I've got 5, that's not enough. That's only 2-1. 7, I'm up to 3-1. But I've got a 1-column shift, so I'm up to 4-1. with that guy. 4-1 unbroken. That looks... Well, there's this chance here. So if I go to 5-1, I still got the engage, so I'm going to do 4-1. So this guy will go here. This guy I'm saving for here. So that's the attack here. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 7 is, did I do it wrong? 3-1? No, it goes to 4-1 because of a German one turn. So 4-1. Let's get my dice roller back here. 4-1 broken. 2, rolling good. Oh, that's serious. That's great results. 2. 4-1 on 2. That's 2. They're going to go right back here. And these units can only advance 1 hex. Because it's across the river. So they've made it across the river here too. Let's see. So the Germans are successful everywhere so far. Then the last attack is here. 2 and 2 is 4, is 6. 6 to 2 is 3-1. 4-1. 2 to down to 2-1. I think I did this wrong now. He didn't even have to add. Let's see what we had here. I'll just do a quick check. 2, 3 and 2 is 5. This is 8, so it would have been 4-1. It would have been, because this wouldn't have been halved. It's not an improved position. So it would have been 5-1 in broken on a 2. Same result, so good. But this guy, 2, 4, 6, 3-1. I don't think this is going to work. I didn't want to do this attack, but I guess we'll try it. 3-1, 4-1 for the German, but then down 2 is 2-1, and it's 2-1 in light woods. Well, it's not good. It's that column. Can't say no to that. 2-1 in light woods with a 1 is a 1-step loss. Well, the Germans have rolled well here. They're going to retreat, and they can advance. Yeah, they'll advance both units. So actually the German first turn attacks look like they're all successful. Let's see, let's go ahead and remove, there we go. And let's do the mood markers are off. So yeah, the Germans have crossed in 3 places here. And the Allies, the US only can move now 1 unit in response. So what has to be assessed is where the Germans, this guy will probably move down here to build a bridge here. This guy will build a bridge here. So let's see, we'll go to the Allied phase here next. Alright, let's see, all the US can do is move 1 unit and everything else. Mutual supply, they're okay, no air power. Movement phase, building segment, battery segment. Let's see what we got here. So we could build improved positions maybe. Let's check that over here in the special rules. Alright, following the sequence of play, like I just said, we're at the building segment, and actually, let's see if I can place these here. Yep, there it is. Let's do that. That's an engineer, so that'll be finished this turn. We'll do that. Now, this guy can't, he's in zone of control. This guy could, but I'm going to move him up. I think everybody's just going to build them. And if they have to move next turn, they can. Only mech units can move next turn, so let's have everybody dig in who can. There we go. That guy can't, he's in zone of control. This guy will definitely be moving. He's in zone of control, he's in zone of control. He's not, but that's not where I want to build an improved position. The next question is, let's see, looking at this, it looks like I can put him out of battery, put him in travel mode and move him all in the same turn based on the order of this. So at this point there's no reason to do this yet for him. So I am left with only one unit to figure out who I want to move. Let's see, and well, it's this guy. He's going to close up on the river again, because even though there's a ford, this acts like a river for defense. So this will slow him down again. And so that's my one unit who moved. And I'll remember that he's up in the top part of the board. So he can move, and my mech units can move next turn. Let's see. And yep. So the only thing that happens now is engineer units can build these in one turn. These guys I have to wait until the next build phase before these become improved. So there we go. I think that's the end. And let's see, I definitely want to blow this bridge. This guy's in a good position for that. This is a second river line. So yeah, we've got to blow that bridge. No river here though, but that looks like the bridge, and then there's some bridges here. So anyway, that is the end of the US turn. That is the end of turn 1. So the Germans did get across, but they're still somewhat stymied here, and they've got to build bridges here and here. Panzer Layer is ready to go, but this guy's in a good position to stop him, and if they blow this bridge, I'll slow him down. So anyway, that's the end of turn 1. So comments appreciated. Let me know if I got any rules wrong. There are nuances to this game, so this is kind of interesting. Slow start, but we'll see if the Germans can cut loose here soon. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we will see you for the PM turn of December 16th in the next recording. Thanks.